If you or someone you know suddenly collapses due to cardiac arrest, what would you know what to do? I should ask you. WALB News 10's Riley Armont tells us how that knowledge can save a life.
Incidents with sudden cardiac arrest in younger people like Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin and college basketball star Bronny James have called for an increase in accessibility to AEDs, AED training, and high-quality CPR. According to professionals, one of the most important things to understand about cardiac arrest is that there are often no warning signs. After incidents with Hamlin and James, schools and sports teams around the country are taking more precautions, even right here in South Georgia.
So as coaches, we want to push our kids to the limit so that we can get the best out of them. And with that, we have to keep in mind that those kids are our responsibility.
Coach Herring recently participated in an AED training course that included school coaches and nurses ahead of the upcoming school year. He says the goal was to prepare everyone for the worst case scenario.
It's extremely important because a lot of that stuff, especially cardiac arrest, there's no warning signs for it. If you don't want to be negligent and something happened to a kid while they're on your watch.
It's also important to know the differences between sudden cardiac arrest and a heart attack. Dr. Rachel Harris says the differences are pretty distinct.
It's easy to confuse sudden cardiac arrest and a heart attack, but what sudden cardiac arrest is a sudden loss of cardiac function. And what that causes is unresponsiveness of a person or patient.
While a heart attack
is the sudden loss of blood flow to the heart muscle, and that's typically caused by a blockage.
Dr. Harris says younger people only account for 2,000 cases of sudden cardiac arrest on average. Therefore, there is not an increase in cases of younger people going into cardiac arrest, just more awareness.
In our era of social media where things are sort of magnified very quickly, we tend to think that there's an rise in cases, but on average, those are the numbers that we're seeing.
Dr. Harris also tells me that anyone can use an AED to help save a life because the machines will verbally walk you through the process. Riley Armont, WALB, your hometown news source.